What's up guys, my name is Doug. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're not new, you guys have asked for this for a little while now. I'm finally going to be taking a listen to American Boyfriend, A Suburban Love Story by Kevin Abstract. Kevin Abstract is, in my opinion, along with Brockhampton, really revolutionizing hip-hop and rap by bringing so much honesty and integrity and really, just being themselves. And Kevin specifically is bringing gay rap onto the main global stage of music. It's something that, wasn't too common, especially not in the early days of hip-hop. And a lot of people bash him for being himself. They'll try and say things like, oh, there's no space for gay rap in hip-hop. And I think quite the contrary. I think that if you believe that this is bad for the culture, you're just dead wrong, because hip-hop has always been about being revolutionary and being different and going against the grain and standing up for yourself and for what you believe in and having a voice in a world that doesn't really want to listen to what you've got to say. And so him being himself and doing what he does and going against the grain, because it's not something that too many people are doing, is everything that hip-hop is about. And so I think it's incredible for the culture. And anyways, he's a huge inspiration. I think he's got so much talent, and I really enjoy his music, and I cannot wait to hear more from him as he grows as an artist and as a person. He's so young. He's got such an awesome career ahead of him. So yeah, I'm excited to be listening to this finally, and I'm not going to take up too much of your time with this intro. We're just going to jump right into this. The first track is Empty, and this is American Boyfriend, A Suburban Love Story by Kevin Abstract. I hope you all enjoy the video. Thank you all for being here.
Sweaty palms as I walk down this empty road. I got a mom, but we ain't spoke. And I don't know, I had a heart, don't speak.
It's so intimate already. There's only a piano and his voice. His voice is super up front, in the track. Feels like he's in the same room as us. And it's cool because he's being honest and talking about, he has a mom, but he's not talking to her, and he has a heart that doesn't speak to him anymore. So it's really just this like sad lyrics, but the piano is just so happy, in the background. So it's almost like he's got this really sad interior, but he's trying to put up a front like everything's okay, It's really cool. I like that.
Passport, I hate my last name, I hate everything it stands for.
Yeah.
I should probably fucking transfer. Blue and brown passports.
This production's sick.
I never went to prom, now I'm stuck on the dance floor. Just I got your emotions set to
This is so different.
I need you right here by my side. It's getting really late, so I gotta go home. Mom's blowing off my phone, so I gotta go home. I love my mom. Right outside your front door on my 12-speed. I got your emotions told about you.
I love the strings.
I'm waiting for you.
It's so emotional, Yeah, I love that track. It's got really sad lyrics and emotional and sincere lyrics, but the production is so happy and so upbeat, It's such a cool contrast. I really like this track. I think it sounds great. I like the production on it. I like how different it sounds. The strings add so much emotion. They're really everything on this track. So let's keep going. Next track is 17. He's just tremendously talented, dude, honestly.
Two-seater, being friends didn't make it much easier. Fighting the light, still away from the bleachers. Obscure bands, I had to pretend like I ain't mind that bitch, so I can see his face.
Oh man.
He introduced me to all his screaming dimensions. Football pads become a memory. Football pads become a memory. A bad memory.
I love the vocalizing in the background. It's so sick.
Do it all, do it all again. Do it all, do it all again. Do it all, do it all.
The violin or the fiddle, the acoustic guitars, and then that drum beat in the background, that drum loop. It sounds so sick. That's such a cool combination of instruments too. Like, who would have thought of that? Acoustic guitar, violin, and hip-hop drum loops in the background. It sounds great. I love that in his performance, he's able to make you feel what he's feeling just by the way he's talking. It's something that not anybody can do. How old is Kevin Abstract, by the way? It's something that I don't know. Let me know in the comments, because I see him as being 21, 22, and so it's just even more impressive to me that he's so young and so talented already. It's just crazy if that's the case and he really is that young. You know what? No, don't let me know in the comments. I'm looking it up. I don't want to wait for you guys to comment. A lot of you guys don't even answer me when I ask you stuff, so I'm gonna be petty and just look it up right now. And you can wait. Yeah, he's 22. Dude, what the hell? You know? He's like a year older than I am. And I don't have half the talent that he does. Crazy, ridiculously young, dude. He's gonna be so incredible if he decides to keep making music. And are you kidding me? If we get music from Kevin into like his 30s and 40s, it's gonna be crazy. So good, dude. I love that violin. Can you imagine what would happen, like, worldwide if he just decided to drop a collab album with Bareface, like just him and Bareface? That would probably be like the most beautiful album of that year, if it ever did drop. I feel like they've got styles that are different from each other, but so complementary to each other, you know? Like, Bareface is way more acoustic guitars and soft rock, you know, and Kevin is just way more pop. But they could create such awesome music, like just them two. Which is why Brockhampton is so amazing, really, because not only do you have Kevin and Bareface, but you've got Joba, who is, I mean, like, speaking of Joba, dude, what a legend, honestly. Matt Champion, who's also tremendous. I mean, like, that's the reason Brockhampton is so special, is because they're just all so talented. But I feel like, you know, every Brockhampton video of mine, almost, I mention how I would like an entire album of just the mellow tracks, you know, like Waste and Summer. And I feel like if that were to happen, most of the two best people for that vibe would have been Kevin and Bareface. And I would just love to have that album, dude. That would be so sick. I like this track too. This track's great. I think I prefer the first one, although I do love in the chorus that combination of instruments, the hip-hop drum loops with the acoustic guitar and the violin. And whoever was playing the violin was going off, so great production. I love his delivery and his performance. He's talking about a boy that I guess that he had a crush on, but the boy was straight or bi. He had a girlfriend, so, you know, he was upset by that, which we all know what that's like. When you like somebody but they're already taken, that's crazy. So yeah, it's a great, relatable track, and next track is Blink.
Feet glued to the floor, baby, I need more of you. Your pores tell me more than a motherfucking whore, dude.
Wow.
I need companionship.
I love that it's not just any bleep that they're using. Like, they pitched the bleep so that it's in the same key as the song. I love that. Because I can't stand it when people use sound effects in music, but the sound effects aren't in the same key. Like, it doesn't sound as good as it could, so brilliant.
You hate me, I need you to tell me I'm better than Drake. I need attention, I need a flower that's not better. Come home when I wake up alone in the kitchen, no breakfast for me, my sister's gone, and she took the car, I had to say goodbye to my off.
Wow, this is so gritty. It's crazy. Sounds so vulnerable. There's a lot of pain in this track. There's so much pain in that track. There really is. That's crazy how he was able to convey that much emotion on such a short track. You know, it's what, 2 minutes and 40? 2 minutes 50 seconds long. So it's crazy how he's able to just take you on that journey with him. Especially coming off of two more upbeat sounding tracks. That's insane. That's a hard left, but it works. Track 4 is Friendship. Alright, so that was a 24-second interlude. Transitions right into the next track, which is Tattoo. this is so interesting. The way his vocals are, it sounds really like 80s to 90s rock, you know? His vocals sound really spacious. It's crazy. Pink Floyd-ish. The drums? Crazy. The strings are great. I love that there's a harmonica. Yo, that track has got a really cool old school rock vibe, you know, just really mellow, play it on a road trip vibe, you know. It's got this awesome sound to his voice, the way that it was mixed. It really does sound almost like a Pink Floyd track. And then just the combination of instruments, you know, the harmonica, the acoustic guitar, the drums that are really soft, but then there's these really reverberant toms in the background, like almost like Phil Collins, you know. It's crazy. Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's a great track. It's not too long. It feels awesome to vibe to and to just put on and just enjoy it, you know, just take it all in. It's tremendous music. It really is. Next track is Yellow. Past the pilot, sitting my battle on the saddle. Me, the header I know. Above ground level, I feel a crash coming. Jesus in my hand. Wow. I wanna build a second guess for no reason. This is an interesting track, dude. Yo, the bass line's going hard. I like the really poppy background vocals, you know, the ooze. I think the acoustic guitar sounds great. It sounds really bright and happy and upbeat. And the bass line is really interesting, honestly. The way that it almost sounds like the bassist is just riffing, you know? It sounds cool. Yeah! Oh, this sounds awesome! Consistent moments loaded. The screen will never ever let us hold it. The vocals, dude. The drums are so hard. The tambourine. The tambourine does a great job of adding like a rhythm to the track. It almost sounds like it's chugging, you know? Like a train. It's like a pulse. So sick. The organs? So creative. Man, that's such an awesome vibe. It's like indie pop rock, and it's amazing. That song has an amazing vibe. It's got like, again, ride around, road trip, windows down, it's sunny outside, you know, and you're just listening to this and blasting it, and you and like 4 or 5 other friends in the car are all just screaming these lyrics at the top of your lungs. This track just basically, when you listen to it, you just envision a really fun time, you know? Like there's no way you can hear this and imagine anything else going on. It's just fun. It's feel-good music. It's free. You know, like it sounds freeing, it sounds happy and joyful, and it's great. It's a great track. I love that track. Next track is Suburbian Born. As you should, wake up every morning, daydreaming about foreign. He's born into some fortune, more American and glorious. You can like that shit, yeah. I like the thrill of it, yeah. I'm so imperfect, it's right. I'm so aware of the fact that I will never end this life, girl. Let me teed around, girl. While my hands is on, girl. Football pass is on, girl. Yeah, it's like an interlude as well. It's only a minute long. But I didn't really like it that much, just because the production was kind of boring. But I like what he's talking about, you know. He's what's the word I'm looking for? He's lamenting over the fact that he's not able to be with this guy that he likes. He talks about, you know, his views are different than mine, but that's why he's gorgeous. He appreciates the differences between him and this guy. His parents hate him, but he likes that. He likes the thrill. He likes the fact that, you know, the boy that he likes, his parents don't like him. He's aware of the fact that he'll never get to be with him. So it's like he's just really lamenting over the fact that he's in love with somebody that he'll never be able to be with. And that's interesting, but the beat isn't. You know, that's just how I feel. Next track is Kin. This is nice. So that was 29 seconds long. It's like a small interlude, and it's dope. I like the vibe to it. I think it sounds really cool. Next track is Runner. This is intense. Wow! This is awesome! I love the emotions on that track. It's like a roller coaster. You know, it starts off really intense, really heavy, really deep and emotional, and then it goes into this chorus and it's just like super upbeat. It's way faster, the delivery is different. It's a feature, you know, from Roy Blair. It's not Kevin. Man, it sounds so awesome, and then you get that bridge, which is just Kevin screaming "When You Let." Again, so much passion and emotion behind that performance. I just think it's a great, quick track. It's awesome. Next is Flintridge.
Where your fucking self-esteem at, bro? You can't be no celebrity, Where your motherfucking confidence at, You used to say you ain't fucking.
Again, 38 seconds. It's a really short interlude. He's talking from the point of view of everybody who doubts him and puts him down and constantly underestimates him. Is crazy, you know, but he should use that as motivation to keep moving forward and to keep being so successful. And it transitions right into the next track, which is PAPERCUT.
Broken heart led me to you. She said I'm seeing through you. And this before I knew you. Way before I knew you. All my favorite rappers rapped about. Never made sense when the words played in my fucking house. Now I'm on the highway, no, I wanna marry you. It's kinda unbearable.
Wow.
That's pretty overwhelming. The feeling is brand new.
The background vocals are so sick.
The hardest part of my days, wishing I was fucking straight. Life could be so fucking easier.
Yeah.
Everything for what it is and never try. I take everything for what it is and never try to change it down. It's just no breaking my heart.
This is also awesome. It's a great track. Man, such an honest, vulnerable track, dude. Reflecting on how he felt about, or maybe feels about being gay and wishing he was straight because his life would be easier, and he can't tell his parents that he's bi. He can't tell his parents that he's got these feelings. I mean, it says here that this was one of the hardest songs that he ever had to write. So you can just see like how vulnerable and honest and real he is on this track. Because there were other people in the room and he didn't even want to record this in front of them because he said he felt weird. So you can hear that in the way that he performs this track. So I think that's awesome. I think it's an awesome track. I love the performance and the percussion and the instruments on it. I think it sounds great. Next track is June 29th. Yeah. Yeah, it's another interlude. Talks about how he wants to fly, how he wants to be great someday. At least that's what it sounds like. It's really simple. I like the guitars. I think it sounds cool. The next track is Miserable America.
I'm stuck in the closet. I'm so claustrophobic. I just won't help if my best friend's racist, but we all love Young Thug. Miserable America, assassinate my character. Won't let me meet his parents Feel like jumping off the building, feel like saying fuck your parents on the film. And I know they never will, they love gays, but they days just don't make sense without you.
This is cool. So on this track, he talks about how hard it is to be gay, or bi, or queer, or LGBTQ plus in America, and especially when he's also black, because he says here, my mom's homophobic, my best friend's racist, my boyfriend hates me, he won't let me meet his parents because he says my skin might scare him. So it's like, not only is he gay, but he's got to deal with racism as well. So it's just this really hard thing for him to deal with, and something that he struggles with. And he made this song that's about that and how tough that is living in America and being the way that he is, and how hard it is to just be himself. Which kind of goes back to what he said on that other track where he wishes he was straight because life would be easier. Even if that were the case, even if he were straight, he'd still have to deal with the racism. So, it sucks that he's stuck in that situation. It sucks that the world is the way that it is, and that he felt like this or feels like this to this day. I think it's a great track. I think you can hear how honest he's being, and you can understand where he's coming from. He's really clear about what he means, and I love the production. I think it sounds really cool. Next track is American Boyfriend.
Simple girl, ended up on your dad's doorstep. Suddenly, my body fell into yours.
This is interesting. This is interesting because the track is really reliant on the bass line to carry it. Now we've got more drums. This is really dreamy, dude. That's gotta be Bareface. I love it. That's such a sick track, dude. That's such an awesome track. And yeah, I was right. Produced by Ricky Reed along with Bareface, and Genius is saying that we do get additional vocals from Bareface. And so, that guitar solo, that had to be Bareface, It sounds so Bareface-ish. God, that's such an awesome track. This is what I'm talking about. When you get Kevin Abstract along with Bareface, these are the awesome songs that we get. So, yeah, I want an album just songs like that. It sounds so sick. Yeah, I love that track. Next track is Echo.
Staring at the sky ain't gon' fix my problem. Staring at the sky ain't gon' fix my problem. Howling at the moon and right again.
This is beautiful already. I love the strings.
I'm afraid I'll beat you like my friend. Tell me, go and do my story, yeah. I'm locked outside of the DeLorean. He was the best son, you go. Take a look into my eye. You can take a look, you can take a
I love the harmonizing in the background.
You can take a look into my eye. Where you going now? Let me laugh out loud. Where you run to now? Where you run to now?
It's a beautiful track, dude. The production on that is amazing. I love that. That's awesome. Really dreamy, really ethereal, It's crazy. Awesome track. Last track, I Do. End credits.
If he don't, I'ma rob every single motherfucking white person in this town bag for his supper. That shit, that ain't cool. I'll try that shit round here, that ain't cool, nigga. What the fuck, man? That's your right, nigga. Like me, west side, this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a really smooth, wavy track where basically he's accepting himself the way that he is. He says that, you know, this is exactly who he's supposed to be. He's not sorry about who he is or for who he is. You know, it's cool. It's an ending to the project. It's not really a song that I would go back and replay, but on your playthrough of this project, this kind of concludes everything in a really cool way. It ties up all those loose ends, and basically he says, you know what, I told you about how insecure I am and all the issues that I deal with and all the struggles that I go through being black and gay or bi in America. But at the end of the day, I love me. This is who I am. I'm not sorry about it. I'm not sorry for it. And yeah, I think it's a cool end to this project, man. This album really is tremendous, honestly. I expected nothing less when I started listening to this. You know, before I came into this video, I knew that it was going to be something really special because Kevin Abstract, as I mentioned earlier, is tremendously talented. You know, especially for somebody his age. I mean, I got exactly what I was hoping for. You know, tons of awesome and emotional and beautifully produced and sincere and honest tracks from one of the most talented young artists in their generation, you know? Him along with all of Brockhampton. Yeah, I love this. I'm saving it, which, as you guys know, I don't do with every album that I listen to, but I'm saving this one to come back and listen to it again. It's going to be in rotation for me because I think that this is great. If I've got to give it a number rating off my first listen, and by the way, keep in mind that the number ratings may change with subsequent listens, but off my first listen, I'm giving this like an 8 or an 8.5. An 8.5 I feel like is more fair for this, yeah. I think this is great. Like, it's really good. If you haven't listened to this, definitely go listen to it. Thank you all so much for recommending this project to me. I probably wouldn't have gone and listened to it if you guys didn't ask me to, so thank you guys a lot. Thank you all also so much for your support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can subscribe, you can like the video, drop a comment, share it with somebody you think might enjoy it. You can help support the channel that way. I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to have more of you guys in the comment section to talk to. If you'd like to become a patron on Patreon, you can find the links in the description and also in the top right corner of the screen. You could join the Discord server. I'd love to have a bunch of you guys in there to talk to and chat with. I think it'd be really fun, so yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love you all. I'll be back very soon. Let me know what I should listen to next in the comment section. Peace.